Well, hello everyone and welcome to another Craftsman tool review. Now I've used this tool for a long time, so it's well beat up, as you can see. And I don't remember a lot of the details, so I have my trusty little electronic helper over here and I'll read off of it. This is Craftsman V20 4.3-inch steel pruning saw, model number CMCPR320C1. Now this saw comes with a 1.5 amp battery, which I technically don't really use in it. They don't last very long. I'm going to check how long it takes for it to charge on the included charger, and if I don't get to that in this video, I'll put it down in the description. I use a minimum of a 2 amp battery, and I like because it has the little LEDs and tells you when the battery's full. So I'll be honest, when I go to prune things, which I do nearly daily for work, this is just my go-to pruner. It's just so handy. And I use this thing on a 2 amp battery for weeks. They claim it gets 900 cuts per charge, which I believe it. Like I said, every few weeks I have to charge it or swap the battery out. One thing that always concerns me with this, and we're going to make some cuts with it out in the real world in my own property. We're going to try some small stuff and some large stuff. But one thing that concerns me is when you're messing, it's really easy to be complacent when you're grabbing stuff and cutting, and this thing will not, it will not distinguish between a limb and your fingers. So you got to be really careful for that, because it'll take a finger off, no problem. It does have, I don't remember the name of the method, but it's like a bypass cut where the one blade passes through the other blade and actually creates a clean cut, as opposed to some of them that have more of like a pinch cut. And the pinch cut, they both do the job, but the bypass cut, and you can see if I can get in close enough, where the shiny spot is on the blade there, that's where it passes the other blade. And that's ideal. That's just ideal for pruning anything, to have a cleaner cut. What else can I say about it? It has a safety, so it's like a double redundancy. You have to push this lever down and hold that in before you can push the trigger. If you don't push this down, you can't push that in, you can't pull the trigger. If you don't push any down, you can't pull the trigger. So you literally have to push it down, push that in, then you can pull the trigger. It's nice to have that double safety, but it's still a tool that a great deal of attention needs to be paid to. It's not brushless, as you can see with the brush arcs in there, and actually when using it a lot, you could start smelling that motor. I guess another good and bad thing about it is whenever it does die, it just quits working. It just, you'll be going crazy cutting, and all of a sudden you'll pull the trigger and nothing will happen. And being a department store tool, every time that happens to me, it makes me worry that the tool just broke. And I usually go back to the truck, get a new battery, put it in. It's the first thing I do, and it works. This is turned into actually being one of the better department store tools that I've ever purchased. I really enjoy it, and it appears that it's gonna function fine for years to come. Now, I always get a little crap from people for not showing simple things like installing and removing the battery. Now, in my opinion, and this, I just, if you don't know how to do that with a system this simple, then this tool is probably not safe enough for you to use. But you just slide it in and click, it's in. To remove it, you push the little black button down and pull it out. It's as simple as that. Now, the blades are available. Let me pull it up here. They show out of stock on Craftsman's site, but I did find some on Walmart for $52.04. And when I say blades, that doesn't include this bottom piece, just this sharpened one here. Now you'll notice I did pull the battery out before I'm sticking my hands around the blades. Now to change them, I've never really had these off, so I might, yep, I'm gonna have to grab a tool. It's always the very last drawer you check. So the first one I bought actually had a bent blade, and so I attempted to bend it back, but good Lord, I have no idea what they made these blades out of, whatever they are. That was tight. There was no bending the blade back. So we're going to learn here together for the first time. I'm 99% sure that you just pull this little thumb screw out, if that's what it's called, right there, and the blade should, see, now there's a nut that just came off the back. There's a washer. I can't really show you without losing the washer, but there's probably one on the other side too, I'm guessing. Oh, I see. Okay, see, we're learning together. So the side cover comes off. That'll make it a lot easier for putting back together. There's the blade with the washer still on it. Oh, it has a little gear drive motor in there. Does this side come off? It feels like it does, but it's, I don't really want to force it. So that's what that side looks like that way. Now we will piece it back together, making sure that we get that washer in place properly. Something I didn't think about either is the position of the blade when putting it back, but it's got this little board here, which if I had to guess, that's going to determine the position of the blade. So once I put the battery back in, I would expect it to move slightly. There we go. Now we'll put our nut back on this side here. I'm curious to see what's going to happen, because like I said, we're learning together. I've never had this apart. And this is a nylock nut, so it's not something you're going to be really turning by hand. Once the threads engage the nylon in there, at least. All right. Let's see if I put it back together, if it still works now. Yep, it went right back to where it needs to go. Appears to work just fine. So now this has probably been long enough. How long has it been? Yeah, it's been long enough. So now we are going to take it outside and do some cuts with it, and we'll go from there. So the first thing I want to show you, we're just going to stick with the safety routine, is how serious of a tool this is. See, that will just take a finger right off. So you might notice it's much later in the afternoon. I'm much sweatier and I have a much colder refreshment. So all in all, one thing, okay, so the battery took 1 hour to charge on that slow charger, the little 1.5 amp battery. Now obviously, the larger the battery, the longer it's going to take to charge. So I use these bigger, I don't know what size they are. I don't know if you can see them through all my mess. You see this bigger charger back there? Oh yeah, you see it. I use these bigger chargers and they charge them up lickety-split, no problem. They charge a 5 amp battery in about 2 hours. So ultimately, I 100% recommend this tool. Now, one thing I want to show you, notice the blade closed. Now it's opened. So what I do when I'm done using it, I close the jaws and then I pull out the battery and the blade will stay closed until which time you next have a battery in it and hit the safety. Then it opens back up. I just like to store it with the blade closed. I don't know why, I just do. But anyway guys, like I said, I highly recommend this Craftsman pruner. It can do little stuff, it can do really big stuff. So far, it's been an absolute beast. I've cut through chain link, accidentally of course, but it just chopped it right through the chain link, no problem. I actually was rather surprised. It did ding up the blade a little bit going through the chain link, but nothing I couldn't sharpen out real quick. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this somewhat hopefully quick Craftsman tool review. I know some of you have requested me to do more Craftsman tool reviews, and I have a lot of Craftsman tools. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did big tools too. You guys remember the table saw? I did the live feed on the table saw, assembling it. If you didn't catch that, go back and look at the live feeds. It's one of the last ones I did. But anyway, if you'd like to see more reviews, Craftsman reviews, or any reviews on this channel, leave a comment down below and let me know. And we'll see you next time.